Donald Trump puts out a couple tweets over the weekend and today. Says FBI director said crooked Hillary compromised our national security. No charges. Wow, he says. Hashtag rigged system. He says the system is rigged. General Petraeus got in trouble for far less. Very, very unfair. As usual, bad judgment. Well, even with General Petraeus, which I think if I remember correctly, wasn't it Michael Hastings that kind of released some of that damning information, the investigative reporter that, randomly died because his car was probably hacked, exploded in a ball of fire. Many people thought he was murdered. Originally, there was felony charges brought against General Petraeus, but then they lowered the charges because, again, all these people are above the law to a misdemeanor count. Imagine if that was you. Do you think they would do the same thing for you? Just like during the 2008 and 2009 financial collapse, did anyone bail you out? Did anybody cut you a check like, hey, sorry, times are tough. Here's a check for $1 million. Yeah, while we're at it, we'll write a much larger check for multi-trillions to the too big to fail banks, but we're going to bail you out too. Yeah, you can stay in your home. You can keep running your business, even though these criminals engineered the entire event. No, you would never get that special treatment, but these people do because they are above the law. One of the reasons I wholeheartedly believe we need a Donald Trump in Washington. We need an outlier. We need somebody who's politically incorrect, who will tell us like it is. And it's not that Donald Trump is perfect. I don't like him regarding his surveillance stance. Again, I'll take shots at everybody if you give me a reason to. I don't like the fact that Donald Trump even says so himself in recent speeches, notably, that he thinks we need more surveillance. I completely and 100% diametrically oppose that view. Donald, if we could sit down, and I know you have a giant, giant ego. If we could sit down, I would inform you that we don't need more surveillance here in the United States. We need the surveillance to be used to actually stop these types of heinous, maybe potentially false flag events like Orlando, to stop those events from occurring in the first place. Because believe me, sir, there is plenty of surveillance today, more than enough. But you see, Barack Obama and the administration and Hillary Rodham Clinton don't want to stop this kind of thing. That's the whole point of this. Why do you think they've been destabilizing the Middle East? Why do you think they've been destabilizing Libya, Syria, Iraq, Afghanistan? It's for a reason. It's to create and foster and fuel the fire of this jihadi terrorism, not the other way around. So they can use it as justification for mass surveillance, as a reason for you to give up your rights, while they use it for a completely other task. To study you, your habits, your family, even your perversions. That's what America has given up to this 1984 George Orwell environment that is quickly becoming our worst nightmare and has become a dystopic world that even I couldn't have predicted. Absolutely dangerous. Computers and the algorithm and the machine that makes up big tech that owns Washington, D.C. politics today, and that most importantly owns these politicians. I question if Donald Trump really understands the people that he's dealing with, how powerful these people are in the smoking room that really call the shots. Does he just think he's just going to slide in easily? That there's not going to be some kind of repercussions or consequences or recourse for his actions? I actually think with Donald, he's a smart guy. He probably knows this. But I would suspect, potentially, there's a little bit of naivete there. Donald Trump is dealing with very, very dangerous people. And it's why I've been widely outspoken about it. And I pray that these types of events don't happen. But it's why Donald Trump is very much at risk, folks. It's why Donald Trump is in danger. I mean, if I was Donald Trump, I wouldn't even trust the Secret Service that was there to allegedly protect me. And if you watch House of Cards, I won't give away one of the recent episodes I watched, you'd understand why. Because there's an episode that actually details that event. Maybe they're using it as foreshadowing. That could be a possibility. Although Frank is the Bill Clinton in that scenario, is the way they pitch it in the propaganda machine that makes up that mainstream media narrative today. Again, folks, you shouldn't just be angry at Hillary Clinton. You shouldn't just be angry at Barack Obama. You should be angry at the system that is rigged. That is something that Donald Trump is 110% right about and correct about. This system needs changing, needs changes. And it's up to the people to do that.